Hello, everyone, and welcome back to MLE Sports playoff action. Obviously, it's the first stream in a week, but we're here on Saturday night, Foundation League action. I'm here with Wolf Alone. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing quite well, and I'm quite looking forward to this series. With Foundation League being a smaller league here with MLE, this is the first week for it, so we've got an exciting matchup today. The Shadow versus the Pandas, both with identical game records, 29 and 21. The Shadow barely eking them out in series. However, the Pandas have the advantage when it does come down to head-to-head.
They do have the head-to-head advantage. I mean, as you noted down, I think a little bit ago, the Pandas have won both series against the Shadow 5-0. So if that's something to say coming into the series, it's a little scary if I'm on the side of the Shadow, but you never know. It's playoffs. There's a fresh new slate. Obviously, this is the first week conference semifinals. So we'll see what happens here, but I am excited to get going, obviously, in this Foundation League playoffs. First game on stream of the sort.
Yeah, absolutely. And when it does come to it, definitely the Pandas having that advantage to just go ahead and 10-0 over the entire season. This Shadow team that's responsible for nearly half of the Shadow's losses, as well as for the fact of when it is that's almost all of their series losses this season for when they do have lost is been against this Pandas team.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Shadow are 7-3. I mean, if obviously like the two losses that they've had are against the Pandas and it's 5-0, and I mean, if they have any more than one win against them, they take that first spot. But here we go into game number 1, and obviously, as I said, it's a fresh new slate, so let's kind of see what happens here in game number 1 of the series. Big Mac, gonna clear that one away. Moss, unsure of how to say that name very well, but the Kodiak is going to run it towards net, and he's going to have the first goal for the Pandas. 15 seconds in, a good start from them.
And just an unfortunate mistouch there coming from, I'm going to say Poseidon, close to Poseidon, and as a result of that mistouch, Kodiak comes in strong for the Pandas and opens up with the first goal 15 seconds in, and Pandas just doing what they have done all season against the Shadows so far.
Yeah, they definitely do have their number. As we go past here, Big Mac gonna put it in the midfield. Poseidon try to clear that one away. He can't. Big Mac keeps that one in. He's gonna try to keep that pressure on the Pandas. Something they haven't been able to do. Cardinal gonna get it over past Poseidon, and it's a 2-0 lead. A beautiful shot from him, and it's 2-0.
And a great touch here from Cardinal, and then the follow-up, just getting it to it so quick past Poseidon, gets it over, finds the net, and just a quick counter-attack goal coming out from this Pandas team. That's 2-0 in their favors in Game 1 in this best of 5.
Yes, it is a best of 5. You are correct. This is going to be a bad touch, but it's going to be put to the corner. And as you said, best of 5. So even if you do lose this game number 1, you still have a chance to come back in this series. It's not best of 3. We do not play all 5 games unless, of course, it goes to game 5. But the Pandas making their start early. Kodiak puts it into the air early, a shot towards net, and that's not going to be able to be saved. And it's a 3-0 Pandas lead, and they're off and running.
And a great touch there, just realizing he's not going to be able to get it off the wall. Kodiak just goes back down, gets the quick touch, and Poseidon just not able to react fast enough, and is unfortunately puts that into his own net. And just a minute and 5 seconds in, Pandas are up by 3.
Yeah, really, maybe not really able to turn. Oh,
4.
No. Cardinal makes it 4 with just a shot past the defense. I'm not even sure how this went in.
Just a good angle there. Big Mac covering all of the net, but that post that's just behind him. And Cardinal puts it perfectly right behind, finds it, and that's 4. So Panda's definitely showing how well they did against the Shadow prior in the season. But I want to be able to see this Shadow team respond, and what a pinch from Poseidon.
Yeah, that was a beautiful pinch. It cleared away pretty much all of that offensive opportunity. But the Pandas still have 4, and as we said, like, the Shadow may have, only lost 3 series, but 2 of them were against the Pandas 5-0, and now we're kind of we're seeing what their kryptonite is just the Pandas offense. Oh no, and a bad touch there, but Cardinal not able to turn it in. He's going to put it up high. You're going to wait for it to come down as Poseidon unfortunately gets a missed touch. He does get a bump though. Slow down the offense. Going to pop up high. Big Mac able to clear that one away. And even though it's, oh my, what a pinch. But it's 4-0, and now as Kodiak puts it towards the end, now it's going to go up the crossbar and in. It's 5-0 in game number 1.
And a great pinch there. Controls the ball for Kodiak, and Poseidon, unfortunately, just gets a pop-up, and Big Mac looks to follow it up. Unfortunately, is not able to. Kodiak comes in, slots that off the crossbar and in 2 minutes. 5-0. Panda's looking strong, and with the Shadow, best of 5s, I always say the first game can be a bit of just jitters. You're on stream, and I can't wait to see what they're able to do. A good chance there, but a great save from the Kodiak.
And it just seemed like they just double committed, and it kind of threw away their whole offensive opportunity. If one person takes that shot and then there's a rebound right in front, they're able to just turn that around real quick, as there seems to be a bit of confusion on the side. Not really knowing who goes for the ball. This is going to go up high. This can be another chance, and Cardinal's going to put that one in. It's 6-0, and I mean, the Pandas just look like they've absolutely ripped away the Shadow's hopes in this series right now.
And definitely, and a little bit of game 1 jitters maybe coming in, but the Pandas, no jitters. They're on fire right now. A great read off the backboard from Cardinal, and both players now on a hat trick on 4 shots.
That is, I don't think we expected this. I mean, obviously we saw the records that they had against each other, and the Pandas absolutely dominating the Shadow, but 6-0 in 3 minutes? Like, that's just, you gotta do better than that if you're on the side of the Shadow. Obviously, there might be just some first game jitters, but it's rough to see that, all the work that the Shadow have done in this, and it's pretty much just going all by the wayside in this first series, this first game.
And definitely so, but the Shadow seem to be a little bit more composed. They're not going for as many balls together, but rather as a team effort, which is definitely what you need here. A rebound shot there proves it, and a good bump lets Big Mac get the setup once again. What a great touch from Kodiak, gets that out and away. But the Shadow's starting to get some ball control in the Pandas half now.
Yeah, and I do agree. They seem to be getting a lot more ball control. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too little too late, as it is 6-0, but it's good to go into next game saying, you know what, we held them off for a good minute and 2.5 minutes. Let's do it for the next game as well, not let them get into that quick. I think it was 4-0 after the end of the first minute. That's going to go in. Look, Kodiak makes it 7-0, and the Pandas just killing game 1.
And definitely so, and that's just a great read by Kodiak. Sees that it's not going in and just sets himself up for the rebound and puts it behind the last defender. And if I'm the Shadow, put this game behind me, but remember what you just did for the last minute before allowing this goal. You were able to completely stop this potent offense. That's a good passing play, but just not a touch on net, and the ball gets out and away. That's out center, though, but a good save from Cardinal.
Yeah, it just seems like the Pandas, especially in this game number 1, seem to be on a whole other level, unfortunately. But again, they can turn that around for game number 2, as that's a good passing play there. And Poseidon puts that one in at 7-1 now. Obviously, too little too late, but a good start for next game.
And a good read from Poseidon, gets that backwards pass out to Big Mac, who responds with another one. And Poseidon comes in, cuts off the angle from the defender, slots it in. A great passing play between the 2 players, and definitely it could be a bright spot if they end up holding these Pandas up. Is like, all right, we stopped them from scoring and we got ourselves a goal. Let's do this in the next game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, the first that goal's got to feel good. First goal on stream. Oh, well, it was close for number 2, but it's got to feel good to just say, you know what, throw this game behind us. Let's restart. I mean, obviously, can't restart, but just play it like obviously, that's a great thing about Rocket League. As much as, like, you get destroyed in one game, it's going to be 8-1. You can still come back in the series and win, because every new game is 0-0.
And that's the great part is you can score as many goals as you want in one game. That doesn't mean anything for these future games, especially here in the playoffs. So the Shadow are just able to wipe this game away, remember what they did well, and try to apply that to stopping this Pandas team, which looked downright dominant and tried to look to get number 9 there. But Pandas come out very strong and end up taking the win here 8-1 in game number 1.
Yeah, 8-1, and that's a rough one. I mean, if you're on the side of the Shadow, obviously you did have bright spots. I mean, that one passing play was very, very good. I think that if they continue to try to find each other and not go for the ball at the same time, obviously it's tough. Might not have great communications, but you got to figure out a way to say, you know what, I'm going for this. Don't go for it as well, or commit faster. Don't be as nervous, because I think that game 1, obviously there is those nerves that you did talk about, but still, you just need to come out in game number 2 and show up and do a lot better of a job here.
And definitely nerves just can play a factor. Is if you just let it get to you just that little bit, that's going to affect your playstyle. And what you need to do is just relax. This is just another game, and that's definitely what the Shadow will have to do against this Pandas team, is just take it one game at a time. Doesn't mean anything. Just keep playing. Play your game. It doesn't matter that you're on stream. Just play your game. Do what you did all season long to get those 7 series wins, and you'll thrive here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, if you're on the side of the Shadow, as you said, you can't just throw away all those 7 series wins for nothing. I mean, or fake kickoff there, but doesn't seem to work out as well. Good pass back from Poseidon. Going to the midfield. That's going to be cleared all the way down the field. That one's going to go right in, and the Pandas grab another early 1-0 lead.
And I like the idea with the fake kickoff, almost resulting in a good offensive chance. Unfortunately, Lakodiak just reads that pass back out into the middle and finds the back of the net, and that's an early one for the Pandas once again. But I do like what the Shadow are trying to go for here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the Shadow, a good try. Poseidon doesn't have any boost, but he's sticking with it. I think the better play would have had a Big Mac Dan, but he passes Big Mac Dan, and it's tied at 1.
And Poseidon definitely, I'm glad that he decided to go for the pass here, not the shot. Get that teammate in. Big Mac had full boost there and just came in with a full head of steam. Ties the game up for the Shadow. A great play coming up and a quick response. Wait, here's another one off kickoff. Cardinal on the cheat.
Yeah, I mean, here it's just the Kodiak killing it perfectly. Poseidon, just unfortunately, I mean, I don't know if he was trying to kill it or not, but he can't get back in time. Big Mac can't get back in time from the boost, and it's 2-1 Pandas. So just as quickly as that great play happened, we're back at a 2-1 Pandas lead as the Kodiak in the middle trying to take a shot. But Big Mac able to clear that one away, and oh no, a miss, and oh, right off the crossbar, they clear this one out. No, Cardinal could put it off the post. The Pandas almost have a 3-1 lead, but just the Shadow hanging on by a thread at this point.
And the post definitely playing some favors there for the Shadow, and finally they're able to get the ball clear, and this is definitely what they need. Poseidon's up, but just wide there on the shot. Kodiak is going to have a chance here, but definitely a very close goal for the Pandas to go up 3-1. That could be a chance, but played off the post, out and away. Poseidon gets the block. I'm definitely liking to see the Shadow. They're looking for the team plays. They got it, and they get the goal.
What a play. Kodiak just trying to get a touch to slow down the offense. He can't do so. Poseidon, beautiful pass to Big Mac Dan. Oh, sorry, not Big Mac Dan. Big Mac. He slots it right into the bottom corner, and we're all tied at 2. Just something that I said in the last game. They can't go for the ball at the same time. They didn't. They passed it, worked as a team, and it's all tied at 2 now.
And definitely we're probably seeing what the Shadow have been doing all season long is these team plays. These seem to come almost natural for these two here in game number 2. So definitely, and it is exciting to see the Shadow playstyle come out strong, but Pandas staying strong here, and the ball just sits in the midfield.
Yeah, it seems like the Pandas are really just capitalizing on overcommits. As a good shot there from the side and able to be cleared away. Kodiak puts it towards net. Cardinal up high. He's going to put it towards net. Poseidon's going to put that one off the post.
Oh.
Good save from him as we stay tied. He's going to go up high. He's going to miss. Oh no, the ball's going to roll right in front, but Cardinal can't put it in. Big Mac's going to clear to the side. And again, the Shadow just hold on by a thread. A pass into the midfield. Going to be cleared away. Kodiak, he's going to try. Man, just non-stop action right now. It's Cardinal. Going to pop it up high. He's going to put it past one. That one's going to roll towards net. Get Big Mac cleared away. No, he can't. Look, Kodiak can put it in off the pass from Cardinal off the post.
And just an awkward position there if you're Big Mac. Poseidon misses it out. You're driving by the ball and you're just trying to get the read, but the Kodiak, patient as always, just puts it right past him and gets the lead for the Pandas once again. Great pressure showing from the Pandas, and the Shadow just unfortunately not lucky enough to get caught up on the post, but oh no.
Oh no. This ball just kind of thrown towards that, and Cardinal just really unsure of what to do with it. And his ball bounces up, and Big Mac able to put that one in, and we're all tied at 3, and this game just seems so back and forth. I am really unsure of who's going to win this game number 2.
But I'm really liking this, that it's going back and forth. It's not one-sided. I like seeing both teams compete constantly, and definitely that's what you're seeing here. With the Shadow, they get another shot chance, but Luke Kodiak is able to get back in time and gets that save.
Yeah, Big Mac trying to take it out. He can't. His Cardinal's going to put that one towards net. Good save from the side. Going to be put past him. Kodiak. Shot towards net. It's going to be saved by Big Mac. A good job from him to clear that one away. Misses the ball, unfortunately. Cardinal's going to put that one in front. Well, Kodiak is going to put that one on a crossbar. And just all the posts. It's post Shadow right now. Or Shadow post, whatever you want to call it. It just seems to be buying them lives. It's a good save from Kodiak. Shadow almost breaking through. With a minute and a half left, it just seems like the Pandas, as they double commit there, Cardinal's going to put that one in front, but it just seems like the Pandas have all the offensive pressure. The Shadow just seemed to be getting lucky right here.
And the Pandas definitely have all the offensive pressure. Unfortunately, the posts are on the side of the Shadow here this game. And right now, the Shadow just looking to hold on here, a minute 15, and the Pandas just have all this offensive pressure.
Yeah, they really do. Kodiak trying to wait for that one. Poseidon taking control. Is going to pop it up high. He's going to try to flip towards that. He doesn't have any boost. It's going to go off the back wall. Big Mac Dan is there. And he puts it off the back wall again. A good pass into the midfield. It's going to go off the post. And now it's Panda post now. What is going on? These teams just hitting post after post. And they can't put it in. And with 40 seconds left, we look slated to go into our first overtime of the night. Of course, that could be caster cursing right there. Could be unfortunate, but here we see in the last 30. Poseidon gonna clear that one along. Big Mac gonna put it off the backboard. So we cleared away though. Kodiak staying with it. He's gonna try to put it in the midfield. It's gonna pop up. Big Mac is there. A double commit from Poseidon though. It's gonna pop up into the midfield. Big Mac able to clear that one away. And with 10 seconds left, the Shadow moving down the field. Just one to beat. Big Mac can't get it past him. Poseidon turns. This is just gonna roll. And unless he keeps it up, they have to go the whole way. He's gonna pop in the air. 0 seconds. This ball gonna die. Yes, it will. We'll go to overtime in game number 2.
And such a close chance there for both teams in the final seconds. Shadow coming so close. And that's a miss there by Big Mac. Could present trouble as the Pandas now have the offensive pressure. This could be a shot. What a great save from Poseidon getting the clear out and away.
This ball's just gonna roll towards net. It's gonna go up. Oh no! Look, Kodiak! Oh, he got a save. Poseidon almost 50 that one in. The Shadow almost took game number 2. This is gonna be into the midfield though. This is rough. Oh, just barely getting that one away. That was a little bit scary if you're on the side of the Shadow. Cardinal is going to put that one in the midfield. Oh my goodness, this ball is just rolling right in the middle. Poseidon going to take control. He's going to try to put it past the Kodiak. He can't do so. He's going to stay with it though. He's going to pop it in the air. trying to go for an aerial. He can't do so. Is Cardinal able to clear that one away? And now the counterattack is on. Kodiak keeps it in the midfield. Big Mac is there to block it away. Cardinal staying with it. It's going to pop right up. Cardinal still with it in the corner. Poseidon, clear to the side. He's going to go for it again. He does get a hit on it, but it's only right to Kodiak, who gets it under him. Stays with it. Big Mac, the only one left in net. A good save from him, but it's right to Cardinal. Big Mac clears it away again. A good touch there from Kodiak. And it just seems like no one can really control the game so far. I mean, Pandas have had a decent amount of the chances, but it just seems to be going a little bit back and forth right now. No one really wanting to make that one mistake that cost them the game.
And definitely so far, this game is, I feel like it's really going to come down to either a missed mistake that's happened or another passing play. Because a lot of these solo plays that are trying to be happen are just met by the first player, and then if it gets by them, it's the second. But what a read by Poseidon! He gets the goal, and game number 2 goes to the Shadow.
Just a beautiful pass from Big Mac, and if you're on the Shadow, you know, if you're in chat, make sure to clip that one, because that might be might be a play of the week. You know, Balscarana play of the week. I don't know. Definitely. Is that me? I mean,
that gives the Shadows so much momentum here for the rest of this series. Is the fact that they were able to keep this game even with the Pandas, get their first ever game win against the Pandas this season. That's huge.
Yeah.
Now all they need is 2 more, and off a brilliant passing play from Big Mac to Poseidon. That's gonna be huge coming in the series, but all credit to the Pandas. They kept it so close. The post just kept denying them time and time again.
Yeah, they really did. But if you're on the side of the Shadow, as you said, this has got to feel really good. You held out on so many shots, and the post saved you so many times, and you managed to come out with a win. I mean, that's got to feel so good. And as we said in the playoffs, it doesn't matter what records are. At this point, throw it all out the window. The playoffs, fresh new slate, best of 5. Whoever wins. Now it's a best of 3 between these two teams. And after that game 1 dominance from the Pandas, the Shadow came back and really played well in that game number 2. And I'm looking out for this series to be even closer now as Poseidon is going to put that one in. And with 6 seconds gone in game number 3, the Shadow have an early lead.
And just a great challenge there. Puts the pressure on for Big Mac on the Kodiak. Puts a soft touch in the middle that Poseidon just gets right past the both of them. And the Shadows score first here against the Pandas. And this is the first time the Shadows have had that first lead.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you look at it, I mean, the Pandas, as you said, have had an early 1-0 lead in both games so far, but the Shadow starting off strong is Big Mac. Try to put that one into the middle, but he can't. Poseidon able to clear to the side. Gonna try to put that one into the corner. The Kodiak not able to get a touch on it. This Big Mac's able to clear that one down the field. It's gonna pinch straight up. Is Poseidon there? Yes, he is, but he doesn't get a touch. The Kodiak doesn't get a great touch. This Big Mac puts it back into the Pandas half. Gonna take that boost instead of the ball. It's gonna be, oh no, he took it away from his teammate. He's just gonna try to scramble back, but both Pandas went back. They don't challenge the ball, and the Shadows are given a gift basically in the midfield. Oh no, it's a miss there from Poseidon. It's going to be cleared all the way down the field, and it just seems like the script is flipped as a pass into the midfield as Kodiak's going to put that one in. A slow roller ties it, the game at 1.
And that was a huge miss by both Shadow players. Cardinal is able to get this ball all the way down to the corner and set up, and just a great touch by Kodiak, finding it by Poseidon, and it ties the game up 1-1. And definitely you can see this almost role reversal. Shadow have almost had all the pressure here, and it's Pandas trying to get it here on the counterattack. That's a great shot, but what a save from Kodiak.
A beautiful save there as the Pandas stay alive. It's going to be a pass in the midfield. Cardinal puts it off the post and in, and finally the post is working in the Pandas' favor. It's 2-1.
And finally, the post works for someone just in the offensive favor. All last game, if it was touching the post, it wasn't going in. Here, Cardinal gets a great shot off that pass from Kodiak. just finds the back of the net, and we've got ourselves Pandas responding quick. 20 seconds, and now they have the lead.
Yeah, and the Pandas, I mean, not shaken by game number 2 at all, but neither are the Shadow as they start out with another offensive opportunity. It's going to be bumped high. A good bump. The open net is there, and it's tied at 2. A beautiful bump from Big Mac, and all he had to shoot at was open net if you're on the side.
And a great bump there from Big Mac. Just clears the way after that miss from Cardinal. And Poseidon just able to is like, oh, wait, I don't have to panic? Let me just take my time now and just put it on the net. And a great tying goal for the Shadow here. So both teams almost getting some Game 2 vibes, just very back and forth between these two. I'm just waiting to see how it develops here because this is such a crucial Game 3.
This is really a swing game. Yeah, you feel like whoever wins this has a lot of momentum as Laconiac beats Big Mac to the ball, and it's 3-2 Pandas.
And just a great touch by Laconiac. Big Mac just tries to go for the free flip, trying to get that dodge on it, but Laconiac just reads it, slows it down a little, and then just puts the boomer onto net. And Pandas up 3-2 here in game number 3.
Yeah, I mean, the Shadow, oh no, that's rough. That's not where you want to put that ball, but the Kodiak puts it too high. The Shadow should have been down again, but they are given a gift. Is the side able to clear that one out? It's going to stay with it. Cardinal able to get a touch in that corner. It's going to pop straight up. It's going to go right to the front of the net. No one can read this, though. Kodiak doesn't have the boost. Cardinal going to just pop that one away from the midfield. Big Mac kind of taking his time. He's going to flick it to the midfield. Poseidon, a good touch. It's going to go up high. Is anyone going to follow it? Poseidon will. It's going to go in. A self-pass, and we're all tied at 3.
And just a great play by Big Mac. Slows down the play to make Laconiac back off. And then just lures him back in with that flick, getting it past. And such a great touch by Poseidon. Giving it above, making it awkward for Cardinal. And then just the self-pass into his shot. And this could be another chance here. Self-pass off the backboard. Tries to go for it, but just a little high. And Shadow had a real chance to take the lead here once again.
Yeah, they really did. I mean, both teams have had quality chances to get more goals than they have in this game number 3, but we stay deadlocked at 3 with a minute 45 to go. It's Cardinal. We'll pop that one high. Big Mac is there. Poseidon's going to take it away from his teammate. Going to put it into the corner. I don't know if that was the smartest decision as it gives the Pandas possession. Big Mac. Oh, just gets a bad touch. It's going to be right to Kodiak. It's going to put up high. Is there any follow-up? Yes, there is, but it's cleared away by Big Mac. And Poseidon. I feel like Poseidon's getting a little over-anxious just to push this ball down the field rather than, as Big Mac did on the last goal, slow things down to his weight. Oh, what a shot there for Big Mac, but a good save for Cardinal. And we're all tied. And oh no, Kodiak gets it past the last defender, and they take the lead again.
And a great pass here off the side wall, and then just setting himself up, gets that towards the back post. But I definitely agree with you. It seems as if Poseidon just wants to try and push this ball faster and harder up the field, whereas Big Mac looks to take his time and set up the passing plays. And so far, I would say the latter has worked much more often. That's off the post. And now the Shadow have 1 minute remaining to try and tie this up again.
Yeah, they do, and there's a boomer. As Poseidon's gonna try to get a touch, he can, but it's gonna go wide. Big Mac gonna try to go for a shot towards net. It's good touch there from Cardinal. Keeps it away from the front of the net. Poseidon can't get a challenge on that. Kodiak able to clear it for free. He's gonna get it past both defenders. What a fake from Kodiak, and he makes it 5-3 Pandas.
And a great dribble play from here. Laconiac sees where Big Mac is, and then just instead of looking to try and cut that back, just behind Big Mac, just gets the initial cut. And Big Mac caught unawares. A great play by Laconiac on that dribble. A fake, as it were. And Pandas, they're looking very strong here. 30 seconds, 2 goals. But the Shadow are looking to just be over anxious, starting to double commit more here again.
Yeah, it does seem like the nerves are starting to get to them. The pressure saying, oh, we don't want to go down in this series to match point. But they might do so with 8 seconds left. That's going to do it. The Pandas are going to take a 2-1 series lead, and they are 1 game away from moving on to the conference finals.
And a great showing from the Pandas. You know, they did go down early with that 6-second goal from the Shadow, but they persevered through, and especially from Lakodiak, who's been a very strong shooter for this Pandas team. 4 goals on 5 shots. Just very consistent shooter here from Lakodiak, and just shows it here against this Shadow team.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the Shadow really not able to show up as much as like we wanted to as they did in game number 2. The Pandas really rebounding after every single goal that the Shadow got. And I kind of felt like the Pandas, as much as the Shadow scored to tie things up, and they got that first goal, it kind of felt like the Pandas still had control of this game. And now they're going into game number 4 on series point. And I want to see what that kind of atmosphere brings to the Shadow, knowing that their season is on the line, and knowing that if you're on the side of the Pandas, you only need 1 more game. You only have to win either this one or the next one, and that's a scary feeling if you're on the Shadow, yet knowing you have to win 2 games in a row to move on to the conference finals. But here we go into game number 4. Poseidon trying to get it touched, and Lakodiak able to clear that one away. Poseidon with a miss there. Oh no, Lakodiak trying to flick it up. It's going to go up high. Cardinal is there. It's a shot towards it. It's going to go off the post. Big Mac able to clear that one away, but he's not going to have any boost. Now he does. Picks up that mid one. It's going to go into the midfield. A dodge demo there. Poseidon's going to put that one in. And with 30 seconds gone, the Shadow take an early 1-0 lead.
And a great job here for pressure from Big Mac, forcing Cardinal to have to come out and challenge that. And that leaves the ball all free for Poseidon. But what I would say for both teams here is, for the Pandas, you just need 1 game, but don't stress it. If you lose this game, it's still 1 more game. Don't try and put the pressure on yourself. And for the Shadow, you need to win 2, but 1 game at a time definitely is what's going to happen. It needs to happen here. And Shadow so far is showing that. Here's a good chance for Big Mac, but a great block there from Cardinal.
Yeah, it's definitely just taking things 1 game at a time. Oh no, an unfortunate miss there. Big Mac trying to take control. He's going to put it past both. He's going to score, in the Shadow have a 2-0 lead in game number 4.
And just a great catch here from Big Mac. Just realizes Lakodiak's going to come back. He's already landed and just slots that right on by, in a 2-0 lead. The first multi-goal lead for the Shadow here this series. And now, here we have the Pandas sort of reeling back, as it's been all Shadow this first minute.
Yeah, it really has been all Shadow. I mean, Shadow, their series lives, their season lives on the line. And they come out and have a strong showing, but can they hold on? That is the question. Poseidon puts it to the side. Kodiak able to cut that off. He's going to man in the midfield. He's going to pop it up. Cardinal is there, but unfortunate miss. With Kodiak with 0 boost. Unable to do anything more than just pop it into the corner and take the boost. But Cardinal is there to cut that one off and try to put that one in the midfield for the Kodiak. He's going to take it to the wall. Poseidon able to pop that one up. It's going to go up high. Cardinal with a beautiful catch on the back wall to take it away from Poseidon. And the Shadow have all this offensive pressure, and the Pandas really don't. I don't know if they know what to do with it, as they haven't really been in the box in their own half this whole series. This has been the first time.
Definitely so, and they're getting the ball out to midfield, but they try to go for something, and it's met by a Shadow player. That has a great setup from Big Mac, and Poseidon able to get it on net, and that is 3-0 to the Shadow.
Yeah, a really good job, a really beautiful pass. And the Shadow, as I said, you know, they're on their season on the line, and they're showing up in big fashion. But again, can they hold on? Only half the game gone. It gives a lot of time for the Pandas to come back in this game and win this game. But Not if the Shadow have anything to say. Not if Poseidon has anything to say. What a touch from him in the midfield. It's going to be cleared away. Kodiak trying to go for a shot. It's going to be put up high, though. Cardinal missing his touch. And Poseidon has an open side of the field. He's going to try to put that one in the midfield. It's going to go straight up in front. Big Mac. Oh, he can't make a touch. That would have been 4-0 Shadow, and for sure, that would have almost secured game number 4. That would have been very hard for the Pandas to come back, but we're still at 3-0. And it just seems like the Pandas don't know what to do with all this Shadow pressure right now, as it just comes in wave after wave.
And sort of, this is what the Pandas have done to the Shadow the entire series, and now the Shadows are just like, hey, want a taste of your own medicine here? Let me feed it to you. Because these chances, oh, Lakodia just a little bit too far to get that rebound. And it stays 3-0. And Poseidon just another ball off the back wall. A miss from the Shadow, but...
Oh, what a dunk. What a dunk from them as the Pandas, they're trying their best. We're breathing hard over. I mean,
so I'm losing my breath just watching. I can't imagine just playing and this just be like,
But something that I'm noticing is that the Shadows seem to be abusing that backboard of the Pandas. I mean, whether it's in the air or on the ground, the Pandas don't really know what to do with it. And, oh no, Kodiak beats both. Can Big Mac get back in time? No, he can't. It's 3-1. And with 50 seconds left, the Pandas have 2 goals to make up.
And such a great challenge there from Kodiak. Realizes his teammate is farther back, sees both players maybe coming in on it, and just elects to turn, puts it past both, and such a huge goal for the Pandas, because it only starts with 1 to try and get this comeback. But they have 50 seconds in order to do it, and Big Mac has no problem putting it to their side of the half.
For sure, the Kodiak gonna go up high. He's gonna put that one in. Oh no, a double commit from the Pandas. That's gonna lead to an offensive opportunity on the counterattack. Poseidon up for Big Mac. A shot towards the net, but he gets cleared away from the Kodiak. And the Pandas are just waiting so long. They need to score 2 goals. They're not pushing up the field. The Kodiak gonna try to push this one into the midfield.
What a demo.
Good demo. But he can't do anything more. Cardinal puts it in the midfield. And Poseidon with a miss. Oh no, he gets a touch. But it doesn't matter. The Shadow, they're going to force game 5, the first series of the night, and we are going all the way. And, well, I don't even know what to say at this point. What a series.
And definitely what a series so far. The Shadow showing how dominant they really were for the rest of the series against this Pandas team. 3-1 here in their favor. Even shots, but the almost even saves, but just the Shadow showing their accuracy here today. 50% shooting here in this game, and Big Mac just really coming in huge here in this game. 1 goal, 2 assists, so full 100% goal participation. And Poseidon just being that sure shooter.
Yeah, and the Shadow, I mean, we talked about it. They needed to come out and force this, come out and really press the issue, because they were down. Obviously, they were down. So they needed to get that game, and now we're in game number 5 where all bets are on. I mean, the Pandas, they 10-0'd the Shadow this season, but now their season is all coming down to 1 game, and here we go. I can't be more excited. Shadow and Pandas. The Kodiak gonna put that one into the corner. Poseidon unable to get a touch. Big Mac gonna put that one to the side. The Kodiak trying to get a touch. Big Mac is gonna take a shot, and that's gonna be the first goal of game number 5, going to the Shadow.
And such a quick goal here. A great push from Big Mac. Realizes the Kodiak just has nowhere on that after his first touch, and just shoots it on net. A great shot and a great opening to game 5 here. And they may have lost 0-10 to the Pandas this season, but those series don't matter. This, like you said earlier, clean slate. This is the playoffs. The only series that matters now is this one right here, not what happened in the past. But Kodiak says, I can do that. I can score quick. And a great read off that pinch from Cardinals.
Yeah, Poseidon trying to get a touch on that back wall. Unfortunately, Big Mac not able to get up in time. And the Pandas, as much as they gave up that early lead, they have tied it up. And that's going to go straight in, a pinch off the kickoff. And the Pandas will take that every day of the week.
And just like that, Pandas are just like, hey, we want this series to be ours. And a great challenge from Lakodiak. And, 5 seconds changes the whole game. But once again, this has happened before time and time again where the Pandas get quick responses, but the Shadows still come back. So I want to be able to see that happen here once again, but that's a miss by Poseidon. Cardinal has a free shot, but Poseidon is able to recover. And honestly, this series is amazing. Back and forth between both teams.
It really is. Shadow not wanting to give up after going down in game number 1 and game number 3, but finding a way to force game number 5. As Big Mac gonna put that one in the midfield. That's gonna go over the Kodiak. Cleared away from Cardinal. Cardinal waiting for that touch. No one challenging on the side of the Shadow until now. Poseidon. And a good touch. It's Big Mac. A good 50 in midfield. It's gonna go towards the Pandas corner. It's gonna go towards the net. Poseidon's gonna put it off the post. Big Mac trying to take control. It's gonna be passed into the midfield. Poseidon with a shot towards the net, but Cardinal puts it off the post. That was the tying goal. And Cardinal saves his team for now as this offensive pressure stays on. Big Mac a shot towards net. It's gonna go off the post too. And the Shadow can't score even with all this offensive pressure. Poseidon trying to put that one towards the midfield. It's gonna be backflipped. It's gonna be still in that Panda zone. It seems like the Pandas are reeling a little bit with Kodiak. They're gonna touch around that. Big Mac taking it down the wing. He's gonna try to flick it. No, he's gonna get a shot towards that Cardinal. Able to clear that one away. And there's gonna be no shot here. Is Big Mac just waiting. Poseidon gonna go up high. It's gonna be put to the corner. The Kodiak able to clear that one away. It seems like the Shadow of all the offensive pressure, but a great clear from the Pandas buys time.
And a great clear indeed. Buys the Pandas time and wastes more of the Shadows. The Shadows need to get a goal here. And they need to be able to capitalize on these chances because eventually the Pandas might get their chances of their own and try and just extend this lead. And that's a miss there. It could be a chance, but Big Mac is able to take control of that into the corner, out and away. And it's all Shadow ball.
It is Shadow ball. As Poseidon going to put that one into the corner. 2 minutes left in this game number 5. The Shadow down by 1, but Big Mac, oh, that was a perfect opportunity. And he couldn't put the shot on net. And the Pandas, they're both sitting in net just waiting for that shot, and it just went wide. The Kodiak able to clear that one away. The Pandas just hanging on for dear life. That's going to go towards net, but Cardinal able to clear that one away. Big Mac, a miss on the wall. Another miss in midfield. Cardinal has an open net. Did he hit it? No, I think he missed it. He did. He hit the post. And the Pandas still only up by 1, but that's going to be cleared down the field. But the Kodiak able to get back in time. Kodiak taking his time. Big Mac shot towards the end, and it's tie game. Big Mac with the shot of the season for the Shadow. Ties it at 2.
And just a great job by Big Mac. Known for his slow plays all series, just chooses to push that so quick. Gets the tying goal, and that miss from Cardinal on that open net really just changed it and gave the Shadow more hope as they're able to tie this up. And here off the kickoff, looking to try and get the goal here, but Cardinal, he's got the shot on net. That's open. That's off the post again.
Oh my goodness, Cardinal. If he hits at least one of those, the Pandas are winning right now. But it doesn't matter. He didn't hit it, and we're all tied. Poseidon trying to get a touch. It's going to go into the midfield. Big Mac, where is he? He's not there. He's bumping Lakodiak. Big Mac taking that boost from Lakodiak. He's going to try to get a touch. No, Poseidon is going to get it past 1, but Cardinal keeps it in. The Pandas trying to end this game number 5 in regulation, but not if the Shadow have anything to say. A touch into the midfield. A demo for Big Mac. Oh, shot. No, Lakodiak able to recover in time, but Lakodiak is an open net. He's going to put that one in. And with 35 seconds left, the Pandas have a lead in game 5.
And it was such a good demo. Unfortunately, an unfortunate touch there by Big Mac on Lakodiak's clear. And Lakodiak says, I will take that and slot it in. And that is the open net that the Pandas needed to score. But the Shadow, 35 seconds, looking to try and tie it up. The ball goes right to Big Mac, and he's able to get this ball all the way back into the Pandas' half.
Big Mac, an unfortunate miss there. Cardinal, gonna clear it long. Cardinal, another shot towards net, but Big Mac, he's gonna pop this one up. Oh no, this is not a good, but he's able to clear that one away. 15 seconds left. Poseidon, gonna try to get it past the last defender. It's gonna pop into the midfield. Big Mac can't put it past him. Lakodiak, open net. No, Cardinal takes it away from him, but it doesn't matter if they can't bring it down the field. 2 seconds left in one, and the Pandas win the series in 5 games on the back of an open net from Lakodiak.
And such a back and forth series proven in this game, just so back and forth. And the Pandas take it over the Shadow in 3-2. Not just the game score, the series as well. And Cardinal may have missed those open nets, but came out huge in the saves. 5 saves from Cardinal. And the Pandas will advance to those conference finals.
They will advance to the conference finals. An excellent series. But up next, we do actually have, before we go to the break, we do have the play of the week from last week. So, I mean, obviously I'm ready for these plays because, I mean, who isn't? Top plays of the week. And after we just saw those top plays, but we're going to roll the video right now.
Like a Thanos snap of the finger,
Oh
the Eclipse are just back in this game. It happened so fast
Oh,
sometimes.
the team plays from the Knights. Are you kidding me? And the Knights seem to have found what they needed. Oh, dog. Wow.
One has that easily handled. Barnhart's going to go off the top again. Going to try and get a double touch off the backboard. It's going to drop in. Barnhart, hashtag Pio.